My name is Alvin Steelman. I'm with the Houston Police Department Public Affairs Division. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about internet safety and personal safety in regards to juveniles. The Houston Police Department is really interested in, and we want their children to have a very good but safe summer. And this is accomplished by you as guardians or parents talking to your children and discussing safety rules, setting the perimeters on these safety rules, and letting children know that there are things that they're allowed to do and there are things that they're not allowed to do. We talked about leaving children in cars. That's against the law, and it not only is against the law, but it's against the law for a good reason. We don't want our children harmed. The children are very, very smart, and they will pick up on stuff, and leading by example is very important. When it comes to personal safety, we want you to have a very safe summer also, along with your children. Show your children certain safety rules. When you're at home, make sure that you look around before you pull in your house, and if you see the doors ajar, well, then this is important. And talk to your children. Like, if this door's ajar, you don't go into the house. Make sure that you have safe houses for your children, that there's areas close by where you live at that they can go to for help. Whether it's across the street, a next door neighbor, whatever the case may be, discuss those things with your children. Let them know that there are places they can go if there is an emergency that comes up and they're by themselves. Put your seatbelts on. Personal safety is something, like I said, you lead by example. Put your seatbelts on and make sure that you follow the rules of the road, whether it's in the car or at home. Teach your children how to turn the alarm on and off. Let them know that, hey, there's a panic button here on the alarm. If you have an alarm, this is what you do. If there's an emergency, hit this panic button. Explain what 911 is. It sounds real simple, but you need to talk to your children, and it's not something you do once a year or once every 2 or 3 years. Discuss these things over and over with your children. They're very, very intelligent, and they'll pick up on this stuff, but you have to tell them. It is important that you as a parent discuss these things. When you dial 911, you need to let them know that, hey, you can get the fire department, the police, or an ambulance by dialing this number. And we take it for granted that children know what strangers are. Discuss what is a stranger. Strangers are not only people that you don't know, but it could be someone you don't know very well. It could be a neighbor that lives down the road that you don't know very well. So if someone comes up to your door and you recognize them from 2 or 3 blocks over, or the next neighborhood, or you've seen them at the store, they can still be a stranger even though you've seen them before. So these are things you need to talk to your children about. Let them know that, hey, it's okay to talk to me. Let me know if you see something or you feel uncomfortable with something, you see something that you're not really comfortable with. You're not going to get in trouble. Talk to me and discuss these things with me as a parent. And let them know that the police department, we are here to help. Say hi to the policemen when we walk by. We'll say hi back. It's okay, and we really enjoy that when children say hi to us, and let them know that we're here to help. We are their friends. And another thing I wanted to talk a little bit about is internet safety. There's a lot of predators on the internet nowadays, but there's also things that you can do as a parent to address this. The internet is wide open to a lot of different areas, and it's important as a parent that you have your computer set up in an area that's a common area to your family. Set it up in the front room or an area where your family is at all the time, where you can see what's going on the internet and monitor that situation. If you walk up and your child turns the computer off real quick trying to hide something, well, you need to maybe look at that and see, well, what's going on here? It could be a sign or an indication that there's something there that's inappropriate that maybe they're not comfortable talking to you about, but you need to know. There's a lot of programs out there that you can block certain sites. Maybe you want to look at that and make sure you have the proper protection on your computers and monitor all the websites that they do go into and talk to them about that. Let them know that they should never, ever give out their name, their address, the school they go to, or even the parent's name on the internet. These are things that they become thinking they know that they know someone on the internet and it's their friend. Well, maybe it's not their friend. If they don't know that person, they should never meet that person. If they meet them on the internet or they chat with them on the internet, they should never meet them in person unless the parents are aware of that situation and go with them. Let them know that just because someone says they're nice and says they may be your friend, it does not mean it's always the case. So it's very important to monitor internet communications, especially when your children are involved, and be aware of what's going on. There's a lot of sites out there, and children can have a lot of fun. My grandkids come over. My granddaughter's 10 years old, and she can hammer them keys, and she has a lot of fun on it. At the same time, when she's having fun, we are monitoring that situation, and we make sure that it's all appropriate sites she's going to, and the conversations are in the right context. So us as parents, it's our responsibility to make sure that that's happening. Make sure our children know the safety rules, make sure that they're aware of what they should do if there's a fire, make sure that they know how you get out of the house if there's a fire. Don't stay in the house. There's certain situations where maybe they want to stay in the house and lock the doors. Make sure they know how to unlock the doors. Make sure they know how to lock and unlock the doors and windows. If they need to get out, discuss that with them. Hey, if there's a fire, you can get out not only through the front door, but maybe the back door or the window. So discuss various different emergency plans with your children, not only on the road, but while you're at home. We also have a website. There's a lot of good information on our website, just like these other organizations that are here today. Please don't hesitate to go to that website. We have curfew violation laws on there, and keep in mind that there's still a curfew during the summertime. You need to be aware of that, and your children need to be aware of that. And it's not doing it as a punishment for the children, but we find that most crime is committed between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. By juveniles, and this is what the curfew law is trying to address. So it's not meant as a punishment to our children, but as a tool to assist us as parents to make sure our children don't get involved in something that can come back and be a bad situation for them. Our website address is www.houstonpolice.org, and just tool down to whatever site you might be interested in and look up the information. Don't hesitate to give the Houston Police Department Public Affairs a call. Our telephone number is 713-308-3200. And please look at that website. If you see something you have a question about, give us a call. Thank you very much.